to assign classwork to your students. When you first log on, you'll be on your stream. You'll want to go up to the Classwork tab. Then Create. Here you'll see all the different types of assignments that you can create. The one that you will use the most is the assignment. Here you can add your title. I usually give it the heading of what the actual lesson is. Then I let them know what topic or subject it is. Then I give the date that it's been assigned. This way they can keep track of what week each thing is in. Underneath you can add extra instructions like make sure to do all the slides. This is something that we've found if you're using Google Slides that students might not know to do to make sure they're clicking through and doing all the different slides. From there, I can add an attachment. I can go straight to my Google Drive. I can add a link. I can add a file, or I can go directly to YouTube and add videos from here. I'm going to show you how to go to my Google Drive. I've already created up here at my drive a remote learning drive and made sure everything is already organized so I know where to go. You can see that I have all of mine still named copy of. You can rename it so it doesn't say copy, but right now in my brain it's helping me to know that I'm not actually sending the original out, because if I make a mistake and forget a step, then somebody has edited my original copy. So for me, I've been keeping it saying copy. I know in the end it's going to say copy, copy, copy of by the time we're all done, but that's okay to me. So I'm going to add whatever one that I want them to do, and these are all Google Slides that I've created or found, and then I add. Now you can see it down here, and that's what the students are going to see. The next part is very important. You want to make sure you come over to this drop-down menu, and if you're using Google Slides, you want to make a copy for each student. Okay, this is where I said you're going to end up with a copy of a copy. If you don't turn this on and you're just letting students edit, they're going to all be editing the same file. Okay, so I want them all to do their own work, so I'm going to make a copy for each student. Then you can come over here and you can select what class. If you're a co-teacher, you can see that I can select any of my friends over here on the side and also post it to their classroom. It will show that it is from me, not from their teacher, so please keep that in mind. Also, if I leave it so it's just me, I can select what students that I want to send it to. This is important because if you have any students that might not be needing to do this work, so your life skills or your autistic support students, you might want to deselect them so they're not getting all of this work. Points. So this one is 8 slides and each one has 2 problems on it. So I'm going to make it 16 points. You can also make it ungraded. The due date for this, we are doing a week at a time here. So I'm going to have this one due Sunday. Topic. This is where if you created your topics from my last video, you can go ahead and put this in. This is going to be a required assignment, so I'm going to put it under my Module 1, Required Assignment. Then I can come up to here. I have to make sure my student's selected. And I'm going to do a couple of things. I can assign it right now. I can schedule it for later, or I can save a draft. If you're posting it to multiple classrooms at once, you also lose the scheduling tool. So you can only choose from Assign and Save Draft. So I'm going to go ahead and click Assign. This may take a moment, but then it'll pop up and you'll notice that this is blue. If I saved it as a draft, you can see my drafts are all gray, and you can see here that this is blue. That means the students can see it. Anything gray, only I can see. Also, if you have a co-teacher, your co-teachers cannot see anything that's gray unless they come to your classroom. Now you can see that my assignment is ready for students. When I click on it, I can see what I attached. I can see how many people have turned it in and how many I have assigned. If I want to go into more details, I can go to View Assignment. Again, the assignment is going to be the one that you use the most. If you just have YouTube videos that you would like to add, you can get to your YouTube, copy the link, type it in here and it'll find it for you. You select it and then add. And you can add multiples here for however many you would like. So if I wanted to find a bunch about coins, I would say coins video help. And we are doing coins in module 1. I can give them instructions like if you need any help, make sure you're watching some of these videos. These I would have ungraded, or if you want to have just grades that they needed to participate, I've been doing like 5 points and they just get 5 points as long as they've turned it in. There might be no due date for these because these ones we're going to have as an enrichment at this point with our videos. So I'm just going to add this to my enrichment. So this is optional, so I won't put a due date because they might need it at any time. Again, I can come up here and assign or save it as a draft. Again, if you see I saved it as a draft, it's going to go to the module I selected, but it's going to be grayed out. Again, I can go to Create, and I can go to Quiz. A quiz is going to auto-populate a Google form for you. So once you click on this form, you can go ahead and edit it and make a quiz right there for you. So it saves a step of you copying and pasting a quiz into here. You would do the same thing, follow anything for the Google Forms, and then once you X out, it'll already be there for you. Again, I would do the same things over on the side to assign or save as draft or schedule if it's only for me. The next one is a question. The question is more like a forum or a thread where students will actually get to see each other's answers. Be careful on this one because this box is automatically checked that says students can reply to each other. So this can become a forum where students can talk back and forth to each other. If you don't want that, just simply uncheck the box and then you can let students just answer. So you might have them check in, ask how you're doing for the week. Again, all of these will then be visible to each person. If you're creating an assignment, only you can see the answers. If you're creating a question, then students can see each other's answers. You can have this be a short answer or multiple choice. The next type of thing is material. This is the type of things that you want in your classroom all the time, that they aren't going to go away. So I have my student book up here for journeys, and I would copy the link, and then I'm going to add a link, paste it in, add my link. So I can add up here that this is our textbook, and then this way they'll always have a link to our textbook. You can do the same things again over here. For material, I tend to leave these at the top so I don't actually assign a topic. I just go ahead and post them. So now you can see that those will show up at the very top instead of showing up as a module. So I know that they're going to need that textbook week after week. So I'm going to leave it up at the top for them. Anytime you want, you can change the order of these by dragging and dropping them. So if you accidentally put them in the wrong module, you can go ahead and drop them into the other module. Students will only see these topic headings if you have something live in them. Reuse post, I'm going to show you on another video. So that's how you assign classwork to your students. If you have any questions, let me know.